coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Bam, 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 boom. Appreciate the support. Y'all see that speed coming back, man. It's getting back right. It's getting back right, man. Who want it? Who want it? Which one of you YouTubers want it? Talk to me. Hit me, I hit back. You dig? Anyway, man, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. We rolling. We trying to get back on track. We trying to get these stories out there, man. We trying to get to 100K. My birthday is fastly approaching. And I'm going to see if we going to make that goal, man. I ain't seen no movement yet. I ain't seen no motion, man. TBP, stand up. Salute. Go get a friend. Bring them up in here. Bring them up in here, man. Big love we got over here, man. Positive energy only. If they want some positivity, this where it's at. You know, if they want some lessons and blessings, this where it's at. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Salute to everybody who's part of that morning mud, man. Be it on IG or on this YouTube. I appreciate that morning energy, man, to get me rolling, to get me, started off on the day, man, with some good positive energy, man. It's a good thing, man, and hopefully it does that for everybody who comes in the morning mud. We got that new merch up, man. I need y'all to go get that merch. I need y'all to take pictures in that merch. I need y'all to send it to me. Take little short videos if you want to send it to me. I'm definitely going to post it, man, because I appreciate it, and I want to see y'all out there representing TBP Nation, man. And as I told y'all a couple of days ago, man, when you come in them chats, man, put up TBP, you know, wherever you from, man. TBP Texas, TBP VA, TBP DMV, TBP Philly, wherever that represent, man, where you from, and let us know, man. TBP is out there everywhere, and we TBP International, man. You know, we got TBP Sweden up in here, we got TBP Canada up in here, we got TBP Africa up in here. So I love that, man. I love to see that, man. And let me know that we reaching a lot of places, man. That's important, man, and I appreciate the love. Today, man, I wanted to talk about this particular individual. I don't know if I talked about him before. I think I have, but not in detail, man. Not in detail, but he definitely was a unique individual. When I ran into him, and I'm assuming he was a unique individual for a long time, man. But actually, when I ran into this dude, man, he probably was, I'm just guesstimating from back then, you know, looking at somebody trying to guesstimate their age, man. Major, his name is Major, man. Major had to be every bit of, if he won't 70, he was close to it, late 60s or something like that. But Major, man, was definitely 100% unequivocally a hopping Bob, man. And y'all know what a hopping Bob is, man. A hopping Bob is one of them dudes that was in the character that was in the movie Life, man. You know what I'm saying? He worked with them peoples. You know what I'm saying? Them people let him do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely was a hopping Bob, man. He was a hopping Bob because Major was breaking every rule in the book. Every rule in the book, and never ever had the threat of getting locked up going to segregation, man. It was never even a thought that they gonna lock Major up. Major buffed them floors every night. He was one of them dudes, man, that had that buffer in his hand all the time. He always keeping the floor in the pod that he was in super duper shiny, clean as a whistle. You could eat off of the floor if you was in the pod with Major. And he always, I don't think I have ever seen Major without a cigar stuck out of his mouth. This was before they took the smoking and everything. He always had a chewed up half or a nub of cigar in his mouth every time I've ever seen him. Yeah, what's up, man? What you going on, young blood? And he got that cigar in his mouth. And I'm gonna tell you the truth now. I mean, we keeping it 100. He when you in his presence, you feel like you in the presence of what they call the definition
of an old dirty man, man. An old dirty, you know, like the old dirty what is the dude name, man, from a Wu-Tang Clan, old dirty bastard. That's, you feel like that. Major give you the impression of a pervert. I don't know what he was locked up for. I do not know. I cannot say that, so I'm not putting that on him. But I'm telling you, that's the impression you get him, because he get the grinning at you when he talking to you and laughing and want to talk so low and slow, and he be smiling through that little cigar, and it always gave you a creepy feeling. You know what I'm saying? And he loved them peoples. He loved them peoples. He loved them peoples. He definitely loved them. That's his thing. But he got money. He got big money, man. I mean, big money. Major was what they call in prison, full up. Meaning he got everything. You know what I'm saying? He got a stove box. He run poker games. He run parlays. He never wanted for anything. I'm telling you right now, if anybody on the compound had it, Major got it. You know, anything in the commissary, he got it. You know, drugs, he got it. Major got everything, but he never had a chance on going to jail because, you know, everybody say he gonna let the people know everybody else who got it, so they ain't gonna mess with him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the title that they had on when I first met him. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I ended up getting in the block with him. And I think I told y'all some of the stories about being in some of his poker games and stuff before. He run the major poker games. Major ran major poker games. I guess that might be why they called him Major. I don't know if that was his real name. That might be why they called him Major, because he did everything major. He did everything major. I'm telling you, he got big money. He got big parlays, big poker games. You know, he had everything, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole block be locked down, and Major can put everybody in the cell. Cause he can tell the people he wanna buff the flows, and he don't need nobody to walk across the floors, man. They gonna lock you in your cell, man. Or either they gonna tell you go outside or go to your cell because the floor getting buffed. So them, you know what I'm saying? So essentially he locking the block down. He can do that. That's the type of pool he had. And you know, if you got that type of pool in the penitentiary, you got to be working with them peoples. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know the normal question y'all will ask, well, you know why I do nothing to him? Yeah, you can do something to him if you want to. You do something to him if you want. You going under the jail. You going under the jail, and you probably going to go with a brutal beating, because when they get them cuffs on you, they going to punish you. Man, you put your hand on Major, man, you in trouble. Just like in the movie, Hoppin' Bob. You see somebody jump on Hoppin' Bob, you heard what the man said in the movie in life. This here, handsome fella here, this is Hoppin' Bob. Now, if you run afoul of Hoppin' Bob, you run afoul of me. And that's how it was. You run afoul of Major, you run afoul of the institution. That's what was going on. Now, I'm young at the time, so I'm looking at it like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Boom, I see how he moving, I see what he got. I was into the gambling at the time, so I'm jumping in his games and stuff like that. All money good. All money good. Major ain't gonna make no loud noises. He ain't gonna scream. He ain't gonna yell dudes and get in his game and be losing. Buck on the money, don't want to pay or nothing. Major be like, all right, okay, that's good. Go ahead, you got it. Just don't get in my game no more. You can't get in no more. You know, he was just low key like that. Now, he really ain't like you, or he felt like you a threat to him, you will know a couple of days later, you going up out there. The people gonna come shake your head, they ain't gonna find you with something, they gonna get you gone, or they gonna move you out the block. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know it was an unwritten rule that it came from Major. But if he felt like you really want to threat, and you even did buck in his game or something like that, or you didn't pay him or something like that, he ain't gonna do nothing. And you might can talk to him into paying it off in installments. Okay, Major, man, I bucked on your game, man, last week, man, but I'm still trying to play, man. No, man, you ain't paid me. Well, look, I owe you $200, right? Let me give you $50 and let me get back in the game, man. And if I win, I'll pay you the rest. All right, go get the 50. He like that, you know what I'm saying? Because he had so much money, it did not matter to him. You know what I'm saying? He just can blackball you out of getting money in the party anymore because he running everything. So if you bucked on him for real, if you was a money getter, if you trying to do this, trying to hustle this, trying to scramble, if you bucked on Major in the block, then you done cut your own throat because everything is going through him. If it's any type of money getting got in that pot, it's going through Major one way or another. If you like smoking weed and somebody got the weed over there and you buy it and you buck on that dude, it's Major weed 9 times out of 10. If dude running a little skin game over there, a little dice game over there, and you don't want to pay, it's Major's. It's probably Major's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Major had everything. He had his hands in everything. And all he wanted to do is puff on his cigars, buff the flow, and try to woo one of them little youngins and then coming up in the cell and doing something strange for a little change. That's all he wanted to do. I'm telling you, he was like, he gave that old pervert vibe, man. He just got it. He just, like, the type, I can't really explain it, but you look at him and he got something on his mind, some freaky stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they say about him. They say he's super freaky. He gonna get up in there with them little young boys and he gonna do whatever they want to do, however they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you can talk about him, you can do it. He ain't sweating none of that. You call him all them type of names and all that. Major ain't gonna raise his voice. He gonna have that cigar inside his mouth. Say, okay, whatever you say, man. Hey, man, all right, you got it. And them young dudes, a lot of them, they had to learn the hard way. And then you get them young dudes that come in there that don't know no better and they want to borrow money and they want to do this. Major do that little stuff like Jangalang. What you need? No, man, I need, let me get $20, man, but my mama gonna send me some money next week and everything like this, that, and third. And Major said, all right, I got you. And he said, man, yeah, you can get it, we all right, stick. And when he shake your hand, he be rubbing on you. Young dudes be pulling back, man. He said, come on, I got you, come on to the sale. Man, Major was creepy. Major was creepy, man. I'm telling you, and it's sad, but it's true. A lot of them young dudes got caught up in that. They got caught because he gonna give them a rope to hang themselves. He'll let them borrow so much money, and they ain't paying back, and they think they got something sweet. Oh, I borrowed this from him. I ain't pay him. I went and got some more stuff from him. I ain't pay him, and you gonna keep on doing it, and he gonna keep on getting it to you, and he gonna get tricky, and he gonna get you in that cell, and he gonna lock that door, and you gonna be in there with an old freaky dude, and you know what I'm saying, you don't know what to do. And if you try to fight and do all this and do all that, they say Major will pull that little Bethlehem out and everything, and you gonna be the one to get late because you up in his cell, and you ain't got no business being in there. You know what I'm saying? And some of them dudes, man, they be acting like they thorough, they be acting like they hard, they young, they don't know nothing about the penitentiary, they green, they get tricked. They get up in there and Major get to talking that old penitentiary larceny to him. Look, ain't nobody gonna know what you do, stick. This gonna be between me and you, and I can make sure you ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm gonna feed you every day. You ain't got to, you want to gamble, I'm gonna give you some money to gamble and everything. Just look out for me. and they late. And they thinking that they going up in there and don't nobody know what they doing, or they, oh man, no, I just be talking to him, man, old head, cool, man. No, you in there doing some crazy stuff because that's all he into. That's all he into. You ain't got no business in there with Major. So dudes look at you and they know, but these young dudes be thinking the dudes don't know. They thinking they doing something slick. So these young dudes will be coming in there off the street, man. I don't know what they doing on the street, but they be falling for it because I've seen it time and time again. Major had all them little young dudes running up to him asking him for stuff when it's already known if you getting stuff for free from Major, it ain't nothing free from Major. It ain't nothing free from Major. You know what I'm saying? Because he freaked out. And I don't know how much time he had. The rumor was he had a whole lot of time. I know when I ran into him, they were saying he had already been locked up 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't look like he was going nowhere. He ain't had no daylight or nothing. The penitentiary was his life. And he done carved out a lifestyle that he lived, and it works for him. He get to do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? In the penitentiary, for the most part, he doing what he want to do because he ain't got no threat of getting locked up. He ain't got no worries about money. I ain't never seen him really go to no visit or nothing. So not while I was in there. Not to say that he don't have nobody come see him. I just ain't know. I ain't see him do nothing. So he won't worry about nothing. He was comfortable in what he was doing. Every day you see him, he doing the same thing. hey, Major, you gonna set up a poker game today? I get it later on. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna open up. I probably open up after the after 3 o'clock count. Yeah, bring your money to the table. Bring your money to the table. Dudes come to his game all the time. Everybody who gambling there going to Major game because they know even if somebody put some flim flam in the game, somebody buck in the game, somebody even rob the game, try to say they taking all the money. Major gonna pay everybody. He gonna deal with you if he had to put the people on you. But he gonna pay everybody. You gonna get paid if you win in Major game, no matter what. So that's why everybody try to get in this game because they know they gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? You just had to deal with all his weirdness because he had a whole lot of that going on. I ain't even like him to look at me because he looked weird. He looked like he just got that grin like he looking at you like, nah, Joker. nah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but you got these type of characters in prison, man, like Major, man. They do, you know what I'm saying, all of this type of stuff. This is their lifestyle. This is the way they living in prison, man. They done came to the conclusion that they ain't getting out. They done came to the conclusion that this their lifestyle, and they ain't got no shame in it. Major ain't had no shame in his game. Not none. Yeah, he had zero shame. He won't shame of nothing he did. He don't get, all in an uproar if you call him outside his name. You cuss him out. You call him, this, that, or the third. He kept the same demeanor all the time. Yeah. Man, no, man, I'm telling you, man, you this, you that, man, I'll smack you out. He said, I know you will. I know you will. Yeah, I know you will. Yeah. And that's how he gonna be. But if you put your hands on him, you going up out there. You know what I'm saying? He won't no physical threat to nobody. But they always say he had that little Bethlehem in his little front pocket, right? But I don't think he was physically, because the way he moved like an old man. He walks slow. You know what I'm saying? He walks slow. He talks slow. It's like I couldn't envision him just getting busy. I couldn't envision that. But they say he kept that little poker on him, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't envision him really like overpowering nobody or doing nothing like that. I mean, he probably used that as scare tactics for the young dudes because the young dudes, they green. They coming in there, they 18, 19, 20, 21, don't know nothing about the penitentiary, ain't never been in the penitentiary. They see this old dude in there. They got all this money, got all of this power in the block, and then they see that he respected to some degree, and he got the power, and he running things. So when they say they see him with that Bethlehem, or they heard that he got that Bethlehem, or they heard he ain't never getting out, and then he put that psychology in their head when he get them in the cell with him by himself and start talking that freaking stuff and trying stuff, they be overwhelmed. They don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what to do. They scared. Now they stuck. But they put themselves in those positions. And he prey on that. You know what I'm saying? He literally, I done seen him. See the little new dudes come in the block, the little young dudes come in the block, and he's sitting over there. He got his leg crossed, and he got a cigar in his mouth, and he looking at him, he just smiling and chewing on that cigar. And, man, you would look at him, and in your mind, you would say, man, this old joker right here, he freaked out because that's how he was. And he always try to shake people's hand. But when he shake your hand, he rubbing on your hand. He not just shaking your hand, he rubbing on it. You see a lot of dudes, when they first shake Major hand, man, they pull away from him. Because he rubbing on their hands, man, like Jangalang from Life. He rubbing on their hands. You wouldn't be surprised. You got hands soft and tender, like a lady. You know what I'm saying? Like Jangalang say. He just was, yeah, man, he was one of them weird cats, man, that you run into doing your bit. And you got to take those things in, man. If you a dude that's trying to learn and navigate your way through prison, man, you got to be able to peep these signs of the type of dudes you're going to run into. And a lot of them young dudes, they come in there, man, and they be in prison, but they don't know the rules, and they thinking they getting over, and they coming with that street flim flam, like thinking they can fast talk a dude, or they thinking they getting over because they getting something, because Major going to actually put something in your hand. Whatever you ask for, he going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you pay it back or not is on you, because normally if you ask him for something, he going to give it to you. If you say you're going to pay it back on such and such time, and you don't have it, you just ain't gonna be able to get nothing else from him. But he not gonna run down behind you. He not gonna try to hurt you. He not gonna do none of that. But you turn around and come back and ask him for something else, he just gonna tell you can't get nothing because you already paid this. But he's so lenient, he might turn around, if you talk good enough, he'll give you something else. He'll give you a second chance. But he never gonna sweat you about it because of the simple fact he had so much. Man, Major got stuff in 4, 5, 6 dudes' sales. He got so much stuff. And he paying other dudes to hold his stuff because he got that much in surplus of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And each one of them dudes might be holding, you know, a couple of $1,000s worth of commissary for Major, and he just telling me they just eat every day. You know what I'm saying? Because he got so much stuff in his sale. And every time they shake down Major said he ain't never got no store box charge, not that I know of. He ain't never got no charge for no racketeering, not that I know of. And if they come in your sale and you got all of this stuff and you got more than what you supposed to have, and they get to going through all your stuff and they find, you know, old lists or notes or whatever, and you getting a racketeering charge, store box charge, they confiscating all your stuff. That ain't never happened to Major. That was another thing that fueled the rumor that he worked with the peoples. But the old heads that had been locked up so long, no Major, and no, they the one put it out there. Man, don't mess with Major, man. I'm telling you now, you going to jail messing with Major, man. Major locked in with them peoples. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it. The police will go to him with respect. The big hats will come in there and go to him with respect. I'm telling you, they shake his hand. I used to run into, he be rubbing on their hands. You know what I'm saying? They'll shake your hand, but the average CO won't shake your hand because they don't even supposed to be touching. But they'll walk in the block and see Major, and they see him bumping them floors and everything. Even the lieutenants, the sergeants, or whatever, they'll walk over to him. How you doing, Major? And, you know, shake his hand and everything. So, you know, the bar was understood. You know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with him, and you can see what's going on. But the young dudes be green to that, man. And like I said, man, but Major, he was a different type of character, man. But that's a hopping Bob, man. That's a hopping Bob to the 10th power in prison. Major was definitely a hopping Bob, man. But he was untouchable. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never, I don't think I would have to really go back and think. I'm just making this right off the top of my head this morning, off of my memory. But I don't recall nobody ever putting their hands on Major. Not while I was in there. I don't recall. I done seen dudes yell at him, scream at him, get in his face and everything. I'm talking about talking so loud that you could see the spittle flying from their mouth, hitting him in his face, and Major just like this. Alright, okay, no problem. He ain't gonna do nothing. But that same dude that was in his face talking all that rah rah woo 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 woo, yeah, 2 days later they came straight up in there, pack your stuff, man. Pack your stuff. What's up? You going? You getting moved? Move where? You getting moved? Yeah, you getting moved. Period. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know where that came from. Everybody in there. If you got common sense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, it was what it was, man. But he definitely was one of the characters that I'm glad I ran into a character like him early in my bit. Because, like I say, these life lessons, they let you know, things about the penitentiary that you need to know, why you got time to do, and you got to go through all of these, shocks and you in this shock infested water. You need to know these things, man, and you need to pay attention to these things, because you got dudes like that out there, Major, they will smile in your face, man, and have you in a bind that you can't get out of. You know what I'm saying? You definitely have you in a bind that you can't get out of. But everybody always think they could get something for free. It ain't nothing free in life, and it definitely ain't nothing free in the penitentiary. I tell young folks all the time, free lunch ended after you left school. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no free lunches in real life, and it definitely ain't no free lunches in the penitentiary. But when they think they getting something and they ain't got to pay it back, or they go get some drugs from him, or he give him a little weed, you can best believe he got an angle. He got an angle, and if he give you something, you better assume he looking at you to get something back, and it might not be what you want to give him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, but, yeah, you got a lot of characters in there like Major, man, but I just wanted to speak on him a little bit this morning, man, because he popped in my mind, probably something that was said in the morning mud. But, yeah, Major one of them, he one of them dudes that I remember, throughout this bit. After I ended up moving out the block with him, I don't know what happened with him. I always wondered, though, when they came and took the cigarettes, when they took the smoking out of the system, what Major did, man. Because he not only had them cigars in his mouth, he smoked them. He lit them. You could smell cigar smoke. His whole cell smelled like cigar smoke. Whenever he at the poker table, he lighting up cigar smoke. This was one we could smoke. So he actually smoked them Jones, man, you know. So I wonder what happened with that, man, because he had been doing it for years, probably decades, smoking them cigars. So for them to take that tobacco out of the system, I wonder how that affected him, man. You know, I do. That's the only time that I ever used to think about him after that. I wonder, you know, how that affected him, because he really, really had a habit with them cigars, man. You know, but anyway, just wanted to drop that one on y'all, man. Just to let you know another type of character that's in these penitentiary. It's a whole lot of characteristics in this penitentiary, man. From the weird, the strange, the deranged, the perverted, the crazy, the normal, the insane, the outrageous, they in there. They in there. And the only way that you can avoid them is don't go in there. You know what I'm saying? They out here in the free world too, but they spread out. In the penitentiary, they right here with you. So, you know, the choice is yours, man. Like I say, man, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. And the blessing is, man, I thank God, I thank my mama, I thank all the powers that be, man, that gave me the insight to be able to pick up on things when they was happening, to be able to acknowledge things for what they were, and knew how to navigate my way away from them or through those type of situations. Because a lot of young dudes got caught up in that type of stuff that they didn't even want to get caught up in, but they was in a game, they was playing a game that they didn't know the rules to. So that happens when you come to penitentiary, man. So you could fall victim by not knowing your environment. And I thank God for having the, you know, giving me the wisdom to be able to steer far away from some of those things, man. But anyway, man, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. I appreciate you. Big love all the time. TBP Nation. Represent where you from. TBP DMV. Stand up. TBP DC. Out here all day, every day, man. Big love, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions. Talk to me in the comments. I talk back. We on the road to 100K. Let's get there. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And boom, 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 boom. Duck them hooks, man. They out there. Some majors out there too. They in the penitentiary. Stay away from the penitentiary. Boom.
The bacon special.
Yeah.
Pure delicious.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.